So it's time to start a new set of video diaries. Yes, hey Noodle, for Dax. So Dax came into season about a week ago now. We're off to get her progesterone test done on Saturday morning. Now I had intended to, slow down Stormy, go out with my dog walking clients. This is Stormy, the American Bulldog, who's one of Daxie's best friends, and Tallulah, the little Pomeranian. You can see they're all very happy and comfortable with each other. Daxie has a beautiful temperament. So I was planning on leaving Daxie's litter until next year originally, because I was going to be focusing on Millie this year. But Millie decided that she wasn't going to have any puppies this year. So, and with Dax coming into season so late this year, it's a pretty ideal time really. So we're going to go with Daxie having some puppies this year instead, hopefully, if all goes to plan. As we've seen, quite often it doesn't. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, she's off to get her progesterone test on Saturday morning at Northwest Breeding Services, a fantastic team that we always use. Stormy, Stormy, get off her, come on, stop being a monkey. So Stormy's a typical bulldog. She loves to wrestle and rough and tumble. And Dax is usually quite happy to oblige, but she's in a bit more of a snippy mood at the moment, so Storm's just going to hang on a collar and Dax is just going to be a very good girl and tolerate it. Good girl, Noodle. Come on, Stormy, that's enough, let's go. Go on, go. Go on, go. Go. It's because she knows if Dax decides to zoom off, she has no way of keeping up. She likes to grab instead and wrestle. But yeah, so we're going to go and get a progesterone test done. She'll be about 10 days into her season then, so we should get a decent idea of where she's up to. And we've got a lovely boy lined up for her. It wasn't the boy we originally planned on, because unfortunately we were going to be putting her to one of Bella's sons from a previous litter called Blue, Cook and Wine Baloo from the Jungle Book litter. But unfortunately, although he's had all of his other health tests done and passed them with flying colours, we've been having some issues with getting him an eye test done. And we had him booked into one clinic, but it didn't work out. They were too rushed and it didn't go through properly. And then we've not been able to get him into another one since. So unfortunately, we've had to put that pairing on hold. And I've found a different stud for her instead, which is a beautiful Swiss White Shepherd called Bear. And we're quite excited to see what they produce. They should. We've had the tests run with Embark to see how related they are and all that kind of stuff, and what genetics will be outputted. And apparently most of the puppies should all be grey, which would be nice. Some may be a darker grey like Dax, some may be the lighter grey. So yeah, so it should be quite interesting. But we'll keep things up to date, obviously, as we always do. And yeah, so exciting times ahead.